and hello, and welcome to my presentation of my final speech for speech for my speech class. My final speech is going to be on the legalization of marijuana, and I'm going to dive into the reasons of why I believe marijuana should be legal. With that, let's get on into it. My name is Marcus Phillips. I am doing my speech on the legalization of marijuana, and some of the main reasons that I believe marijuana should be federally legal is due to medical benefits that it can provide with the CBD, which is currently legal here in West Virginia with a farm bill. CBD is one of the two compounds found in marijuana, and CBD can be used to help like arthritis, leg pain. It can help in weight loss, neck and back pain, like any chronic type pain that someone has to deal with every day. It can really help those people. The other chemical in marijuana is known as THC. THC is the chemical in marijuana that also gets people high, as you would say. This compound also has many health benefits. Some of the various health benefits it does provide are for cancer cells. It can reduce the amount of cancer cells that will form in your body. It can also affect your tumor suppressor genes in the way of them affecting, like going and attacking the tumors better. And this in turn would make you a healthier person and be less prone to getting cancer just by smoking marijuana. Another big thing that can help is with people with like anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, those kinds of mental diseases. It can help people in the sense of giving them more comfort in mind and stuff, and just giving them a way to get out of that feeling without having to take a pill. With the pills that they will give you for these various diseases or mental illnesses, there's a lot of side effects that come with them all, which turns a lot of people away from wanting to ever go on them. At least with marijuana, you're getting the benefit of a pill with the less of the side effects and more of just benefits, because there's only a couple downsides to marijuana, and one of the big downsides would be just how much your memory can be affected, which is why, in my personal opinion, that the age limit does need to be at least 21, because you don't need to be an adolescent and be able to get your hands on something like that and be able to mess with your memory and that kind of things. So there, obviously, with the legalization, if it was to pass, we would have to come up with certain guidelines and things, like for new things, as in like DUI checks and stuff. We would have to give police officers like the way to detect that kind of stuff on breath and that things, like breathalyzer that check for that kind of stuff. But going back into benefits, because I got a little sidetracked. More benefits about this is with just medical prescriptions and opioids alike. These opioids and things are a very big problem, a very big problem. And based on what some people say on the, like not some people, but most doctors that I've read about, as in this one is from the University of Oregon, and he believes that, well, it's based on a study shown in Oregon, and the study goes, it is in 2017, whenever weed was federally legalized in Oregon State, the use of opioids went down by 150%, which in turn, that is a lot of opioids off the street, which is good, which is very good for us. Opioids can help people with that problem too. that's just so good. Like, we could literally get rid of something that doesn't, I mean, it helps, but it has so many bad side effects, and people get so addicted to it that we don't really need it. At least with marijuana, it's not as an addictive as a chemical. You don't have to be high and all the time and that kind of thing. Let's go on to how marijuana could influence economically and industries and things. The marijuana industry last year generated $42 million in Colorado alone. That is just a crazy number of money for the economy and everything. That right there can help boost like the amount of jobs and opportunity that came alive just from the federalization of it would be substantial. I mean, we'd have a lot more jobs open up. A lot of economies would raise in states and stuff because they would be able to make money off of that, even if their state is poor. Another good thing is that it would lower most of the costs for law enforcement and court payments, as in the fact of possession and things would go down. There wouldn't be as many court dates set. There wouldn't be any court dates set up for possession of marijuana or any thing other than DUI. With all of this in mind, I hope that you agree with my statement and with the facts that I have supported, that you also will believe that medical marijuana, or not medical, but marijuana by itself needs to be federally legal for people so that it can provide help and get less people off opioids and just see the brighter ways of the drug or marijuana in a whole, as instead of looking at it as just this drug that we've been trying to eradicate for the past 30 years. Alrighty, thank you.